Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're doing the fall garden chop on the pond bank. We're actually getting a pretty decent day here today. We have the ducklings out at the pond with Sedgwick watching over them. Well, she was. Hey girl, just walking off with her one duckling. Stay close. Where'd everybody else? Oh, they're there. We have the other three just sunbathing on the rocks. What are you looking at? Thought I saw them looking up. Don't worry, Echo Pup's watching out for you. And Sedgwick. Oh, she's going to the beach. Good job. Go swimming, Sedgwick. Show your duckling how it's done. Now, as you can tell, it is already flannel weather, and I don't think it's going to be warming up too much anymore. And I started doing some weed whacking yesterday, trying to clean up the driveway line going out past the red maple. It's not perfect, but it's looking a little better. I also went around the stones here on the outside of the pond bank, but today I want to go inside the pond bank and get a lot of this chopped down. Now, I have been enjoying the poppy yellow color we've been getting from the volunteer sunflowers and even from the thistle, but they are pretty much done blooming now, so it's time to get them chopped down so they don't all go to seed on the pond bank again. The thistle already dropped a lot of seed, and the goldfinches have eaten a lot of the sunflower seeds out of the heads already, so it's time to get all this cleaned up. Now, we are still getting some color from the step pots here, and the volunteer gourd that came up in the rose bed is completely taken over the corner trellis. And it was blooming earlier. Maybe we can actually get a gourd to grow on here. Now, we might be too late in the season for it to actually produce any fruit, but I still think it looks good here on the trellis. And we even have some roses still blooming like this peach one. We're still getting a pop of color out here, and this one is actually fragrant. We also had a couple of the reddish pink ones come on over on this knockout rose, and then the yellow one is blooming too, the multi-headed one. Not too bad, and we even have more coming up. Gorgeous. Now there's still some beauty around the gardens, you just gotta look for it. But I think it's finally time to clean up the pond bank here and bring it back to a nice even structure. What are you doing, pup? You want to sniff that duck butt, don't you? No, Sedgwick is going to scratch you, bud. What are you doing? Playing the circle game with him. Poppy, what are you doing? She's going to jump on you. Sedgwick, your duckling can't get that high. Come on, ducklings, run to the water. You're supposed to go to the water if there's danger. Teach them, pup. Oh, you poor little ducklings, you're supposed to go to the water. Safety on the water. Keep them safe, Sedgwick. I don't think they want to play, pup. They were just relaxing there by the pond. You just trying to sniff some duck butt. Leave them alone. We have some work to do here on the pond. We're going to be cutting the sunflowers back, and I am going to be keeping those. I'm just going to lay them on the fence, probably down by the vegetable garden until the birds get all the seeds out of them. But the rest of this we are going to have to throw out because we don't want to be trying to put all this thistle seed into the compost. Huh, fish, what do you think? You've been enjoying your clear water, huh? Look at the bass just floating in there. Where's the bluegill? I saw him earlier. But the water is nice and clear now. You can see the pebbles on the bottom. All the sand. What's up, buddy? Oh, the geyser. Gorgeous. Now, the pond is looking good after the cleaning that we did. I'm hoping raising these ducklings up doesn't mess it up too much again. We have some pond plants in here to help filter the water. But alright, that's enough talking. It's time to get to works. Huh, pup? Keep an eye on the birds out there. They're in the shade. we had to stop for dinner here, having burgers with some pepper jack cheese, sauerkraut, and scrambled eggs. Huh, Pup? Yes, this is for you. Half now, half after. We'll be right back. Alright, Pup, things are still looking a little bit better. I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do, but we cleaned up the bank here. Oh, the geyser. Gorgeous. We cleaned up the bank here, giving us a nice view out to the barn now. Now, I was planning on doing a little bit more tonight, but after dinner I had to go over and chase a couple chickens. 2 of them actually jumped over the fence into the neighbors. I had to go get them back. And then one of the halflings jumped over into the main run and couldn't get back into their pen, so I had to go get her. And now we still have to get the ducklings in. Huh, Pup? I see them out there. Little wings. Now, Sedgwick's one little duckling was actually hanging out with them in the water, which was really good to see. That's why I brought them both down here so they can start to get to know each other. Sedgwick was trying to go to bed already, but that duckling was still out in the water with the other ones. And Sedgwick actually came out of the little mini coop to get that duckling and bring it back to bed. So Sedgwick and her little duckling are already cuddled up in the top of the coop already. Now I have to get the triplets and put them away. And then everybody else. Mumbles. Got the ducks out at the pond. The broilers look like they're still outside. They're in the shade structure. And then the turkey are out. I'm hoping they don't jump on the corner lock coop. I gave them a new roosting bar. And they were using it today. So I'm hoping they still use it tonight. Mumbles. And then of course I have to catch all the halflings that are up in the hemlock tree right now. I got my 8 little chickens in the hoop coop put away. The 16 little chickens put themselves away in the love shack, so that's easy. And then we have Bert and the 7 snowballs. They put themselves away in the turkey hut. I just have to shut the door. The goats and the pigs are pretty easy. It's the turkey and the broilers I have to try and guide back inside the box tonight. And the ducks will find their own way home. Pup, you keeping an eye on them? Good. Alright guys, that's going to be all for this one. I have a few animals I need to take care of tonight before it gets too dark. I think my next video is going to be harvesting my giant pumpkin down in the patch. So make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave. And if you want to help support the channel even more, check out that join button. You can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Pup.